What is the story, everybody? This is Jonathan, Cal and Sean finally coming at you with our 1K subscribers celebration video of a 3-part PK deck profile. As always, before we get into it, please like, comment and subscribe. Check out the links in the description where you can find the link to Kong's cards and use our discount code ChainBlock5 for 5% off all your current and future purchases. Again, most recent set of time recording is Maze of the Masters. It features Odeon support. It features a certain archetype that are ancient gear. Oh, sorry. But yeah, again, we're going to go Cal first, Sean last, me second in the middle. So yeah, let's get straight on into the deck profiles. As Cal is our team captain, he's going to lead us into the deck profile going first. Cal, what are you playing?
Phantom Knights. What a shocker.
No way.
This is like my spin on what I think is not necessarily the optimal way to play it, so don't come at me in the comments. It's not the optimal way.
No, he said optimal. Come at him. Come on.
But I think this is the most fun way to play it. I really do.
Fair.
I'm starting off obviously with the main line Phantom Knights. We got the Tauren Scales, 3 of him as usual.
Nice.
Simply just the best Phantom Knight.
He
sets up everything you need. And he grabs you whatever you want. So basically, he is the normal summon of the deck. The effect is you can discard 1, send a Phantom Knight's card from deck to grave, so it doesn't have to be just a monster, it's a Phantom Knight's card.
Nice.
And then when a Phantom Knight is banished, once again, the Phantom Knight card is banished from the graveyard, he can revive himself, but then banish him when he leaves the field.
Nice. So that the traps, when they leave the graveyard, will trigger.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Nice.
Then we have 3 copies of the Silent Boots.
Boots, is that the new QCR print?
That is the QCR print
Nice.
of Boots. Very snazzy. Boots is one of the best extenders you can get in this deck.
Yeah, it's incredible.
So you search this in combo, and while it's in the hand, and you control a Phantom Knight, it's actually a non-activated effect, which is an inherent summon. You can special summon.
Nice.
And then while it's in the graveyard, its effect is you can banish it, and you can search for a Phantom Knight spell or trap card, which comes up quite a lot. Especially when you're banishing this from the graveyard, you've got multiple different targets that you can search for, based on whatever lines or something you can go through. But yeah, so Boots always play 3 of because it comes up more than once of having to have multiples in the grave.
Nice.
We play double of the Ancient Cloak.
Nice.
This is basically an archetype roller. So this is one that it's not a special summon, but if it's in attack position, I can target a Dark Monster on the field. I believe it's equip it. Change this to defense, and then it gives it 800 attack and defense.
Nice, yeah.
And then you can banish it from the graveyard, and it searches for a Phantom Knight card, the Phantom Knight card.
The card.
Yeah, the Phantom Knight card. There's a big difference between Phantom Knight and the Phantom Knight. Because the Phantom Knight is all the monsters and exclusively just Bardiche.
Nice, okay.
Sorry, not Bardiche, Brigandine.
Yeah, Brigandine, yeah, I know what you meant.
Play 1 copy of the Stain Grieves. Me and Sean Kinster die on the hill that this is an incredible Phantom Knight, and I've switched from playing 3 of this multiple times. I think having this in the deck is just absolutely insane. And then, so if a Phantom Knight is special summoned, he can special summon himself from the hand.
Nice.
So it's just this but activates. And then while he's in the graveyard, you can banish him from the graveyard and special summon a Phantom Knight from your hand.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't play that. It just seems correct.
No, it's very good. I don't know why people don't play it either. It's very, very good. I play 1 copy of the Ragged Glove.
Nice.
I upped the count to 60, so that's why I have space for the Ragged Gloves, unlike I did in my other profiles.
Nice.
And then this just comes up quite a bit. If anyone doesn't know, it banishes itself from the graveyard to dump a Phantom Knight spell or trap card to grave.
Yes, which there's some good targets for that.
There are some very, very good targets. Now to get into the next engine that we play in the deck, and to no one's surprise,
Nice.
it's Orcus.
We're on pure PK.
We're on pure PK again. you're playing 3 copies of Gearsu. Gearsu the Orcus Mech Knight is basically Orcus' version of Torn Scales.
Yeah.
He hits the board and then Foolishes an Orcus or a World Chalice card. And then, funny enough, if there's 2 cards in the column that you summon him in and activate this effect, he summons a token to either player's field, which comes up quite a bit because you can, say if you open up like a couple of trap cards, you can set them, summon him, and then it locks your opponent out of views evenly matched, or being able to summon activate impermanent from hand.
Nice.
And then that completely stabilizes your play, basically.
Great card, came out too late.
It came out way too late.
It came out when Harp was banned.
Especially when Harp was banned, it felt really bad. It felt really bad. Speak of the Donny. You have the 3 copies of the Harp Horror. He's thankfully unlimited again. This card made 2019 genuinely my favourite format of all time.
Nice.
I really enjoyed TOS format. And it's simply just down to this card. The synergy this has with so many cards.
So many
and then the fact that like any two cards you get on the board was full of Orcus combo.
Simpler times.
What a great format. So you obviously played 3 of this. If anyone hasn't heard of this card somehow, if it's in the graveyard, you can banish it from the graveyard and special summon an Orcus from the deck.
The deck.
We play 1 Skelly.
Nice.
Symbol Skeleton is a banish from the graveyard to Reborn. And you synergize with this deck quite a bit because he's a level 3. So you can link him up into Cherubini if you need to.
The synergy.
I'm on 2 copies of Nightmare.
Nice.
Nightmare is when it's in the graveyard, you can banish it, tag a card in the field. I think it gains like 800 or something like that. And then it Foolish is another World Legacy or Orcus card.
Nice.
I played 2 of it rather than the one of my previous just because the grind game kind of goes crazy when you have the 3 Harp Horror now.
Nice,
So I like to have it in the deck for a grind game. This is recyclable of multiple different ways.
Multiple ways.
So I'd rather just have the 2 of this in. And then we played the 1 World Legacy World 1.
Yes.
Now with the new Orcus stuff coming out, I don't know when it'll be coming out.
We might finally get a foil printed.
But we also, I will consider playing the World Crown.
Yes, that's a great card. I'll try that up on screen. It's absolutely busted.
What a card. I'm not sure off the top of my head exactly what it does. Just remember reading it and hitting
I'll show it up. It is slowly being bought out at the moment. So if you don't have World Chalice Crowns, you better get them quickly.
Get them now because that's going to be crazy when Orcus drops. The World 1 is basically you banish it from, it's like an Orcus. You banish it from the graveyard and it provides one of your banished Orcus cards. Now, be wary as well. These all dark lock you.
Yes.
So make sure you do your extra link plays and stuff because there's a lot of them. Before you start going into the Orcus combo. Because getting dark locked and not being able to access some of your extra deck cards is just not very nice.
But we do mostly play dark cards, so it's not that bad, but still.
To the next engine.
Let's go.
We go the Horus engine.
Pure PK.
I'll die on the hill that this is just the best engine to put in Orcus or in Phantom Knights. It's just incredible.
Pretty much any graveyard reliant deck.
Pretty much, being able to dump itself and anything else in the hand, which you've seen already that the mass advantage that you get from all the cards in this deck.
It is a classic tale that your graveyard in PK and Orcus is your second hand.
It's just you never run out of resources.
No.
So this being able to supply your graveyard with things and then being able to grab the sack and draw one as well. It's just basically free advantage. We play the 1 Duometef. This is why I specified the Orcus stuff. Because this is a water and the Umseti is a wind. So you cannot summon these after you go Orcus combo. So make sure you get these 2 out first and save this one for the last one. Because you can summon this later on regardless. These 2 other effects barely ever come up. You usually just use them as XC's fodder. But it's handy to have. This has come up a few times where I've just beaten over big monsters. Now we're on to another little package that we have going on. We have the graph.
Nice.
Oh, drop it.
So nearly went.
The Libic.
Overplaying the Libic.
And the Seer.
Nice.
Now I know Sean isn't actually an advocate for playing the Libic in a 60 card pile. He's told me that many times. But I'm just too scared to open one. I'm just too scared to open one.
You know.
It's the whole reason when I'm playing heroes that I play multiple of the multiplier guy.
Yeah.
I'm just too scared to open them. So I'm just going to play this. This is never ever a brick. It's never a brick. So I just play those three. As the extra little package. Now for some sauce.
Oh, some sauce.
Now for some sauce.
Okay.
I've opted to play 3 copies of Armageddon.
Oh shit.
The Armageddon Knight comes with quite a bit because I'm on a package as well that people already know me for playing that grants me an extra normal summon. But also, if you mill this off of the zombie vampire and revive it, I found a lot of times when I was milling off the zombie vampire, I'd mill a bunch of PKs, I'd mill a bunch of Orcus, but ideally I wouldn't be summoning any of them. But if I can mill an Armageddon Knight and summon the Armor Knight, it just dumps anything I need to get me full combo then.
This is true. They're very nice rarities as well.
Yes, nice platinum secrets.
Nice.
But there's been times where in testing, I've milled this, haven't had access to like Orcus, I'd summon this and this would dump, say, the Harp Hall.
It gets you into your other engine if you only open one.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's great about opening this and a PK as well. So I can get the extra normal summon and then summon the Armageddon Knight to dump one of the Orcus cards.
Sweet.
And then to go along with it, a great card that has lots of synergy with Armageddon Knight from back-end toss format. 3 copies of Destiny Hero Militia.
3 copies.
3 copies of Magic.
It's just discard fodder for King's Arc.
Absolutely. And what's great about it as well is now that we're in 60, it's so unlikely that you're going to hit multiples of it. And if you do hit one, say, off the zombie vampire, open one in the hand and you dump it, you can just quickly flash these up and make quick links out of it before going full combo then. So you don't have to risk about having a dead dump.
I've just noticed that this is the 3rd card that was limited in some fashion for years that Konami were afraid to unlimit. So Harp, Armor Knight and this. And we were just like, please just give them back, they won't do anything. Yeah, it took them like years. It took them years. This is the 3rd card in this set, in this deck.
And I'm telling you, I'm confident this is going to go back to 2. I'm confident this is going back to 2.
Sure.
Because Konami, for some reason, just love hitting this to 2 again.
Okay.
They just love it more than anything in this world.
We don't know what to do with the next ban list. Let's limit mana.
Yeah, they love money, but they love limiting malice more.
Cool.
Now, everyone's favourite package. We're on Gen.
Oh, yeah.
And we're on Gen.
Yeah.
This is the package that allows me to get the extra normal. So essentially, your way into these is hard drawing a PK and the Shadow's Light that will come up later. The Shadow's Light will essentially let you summon out one of these. This will summon the opposite one to your opponent's field, locking them out of Imperm or any evenly or anything as well.
And Kashtira.
Granting you a draw 2, discard 1, while also having the Shadow's Light in the graveyard, which you can banish to get an extra normal summon of a dark monster specifically, which is great for this engine.
Anyone watching this, if they have 2 Ultras, we all bought so many tins between us, and the Ultras in this just don't exist.
I have an Ultra Ken, but I refuse to play the Ultra Ken without the Ultra Ken. I'm not doing it.
Okay, if anyone has a Ken, hook us up.
And I played 3 jump forward as well.
Nice, the jump forward.
The jump forward. It's really toss format. This card goes crazy. It's a Cyber Dragon.
The effect is straightforward.
It's just if you know monsters, you summon them. It's just a free level 3, which is very, very funny when you drop this in your opponent and your opponent
this is actually so based. I haven't seen jump forward in a deck in years.
Your opponent will usually look at you as if you're nuts, or they're going to assume that you're on Stardust Synchro pile, in which they're going to get shocked again.
That's fair,
Then I play 3 copies of Ash Blossom,
Nice, yeah.
and then the 2 copies of Nibiru.
Okay, yeah.
That's all the non-engine I play, because they're just the 2 big impact ones, I think.
Fair, yeah.
It's 60 cards. I would play a third nib if I had an extra slot, but I don't. So.
If you could play 61.
Yeah. No, actually, the 60 first slot will probably go to 1 Emperor.
Okay. 1 Emperor.
I'd say 1 copy of Rhoda, obviously.
Fair.
Everyone knows what it does.
Yeah.
Crazy card.
A lot of warriors in here.
A lot of warriors in here. Play Foolish.
Yeah.
Once again, Foolish Burial.
Yeah.
It's basically Rhoda.
Yeah,
Grass.
Oh, yep. Okay.
If you open up, say, multiple of any of these two,
Yeah.
you drop the Rhoda. Usually they're going to hit it, or you can go a little bit into their combo.
Yeah.
They're going to hit it. You drop the grass, they are going to cry a river. Gives you hard win.
If Konami hit Malice or YuGiOh hard, I feel like you're going to see, after every format, it's becoming a thing where like tier piles do good at like OTSs and Regis. Yeah, Ras will show up again. It's going to come good eventually.
This card, anytime I resolve this card, I win.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because the sheer advantage I got off the graveyard is just crazy. So I think if you're going to play this variant of it, you have to play this.
Fair.
Another option you could play as well as an engine, I supplemented the Armageddon Knights, jump forwards and stuff but you can also play Bestials if you really want to.
Yeah, makes sense.
They're very good as well. I just chose not to. I play 3 copies of the Shadow's Light, and this is the card I was saying earlier on that gets me the extra normal summon.
Yes,
So essentially, it targets a dark monster I control, and I special summon 1 light monster with the same level and typing as it from the deck.
Yeah.
And then, while it's in the graveyard, you can use both effects in the turn as well. It can banish itself to get an extra normal summon of, I believe it's just a dark monster.
Sweet.
So that's very handy. Comes in clutch sometimes. Also, if you open up Gear Suit and Torn Scales and this, you can banish this and you get into both engines. It's great.
Sweet.
You play 3 copies of the King Sark.
Obviously.
I don't play Field Spell. I don't think it's warranted playing the Field Spell.
I do think the Field Spell is really good in any deck that plays King's Arc that plays Horus Engine but also plays 1 Garnet, because it can put a card back in your deck.
Yeah, the reason I don't play it is because I think putting cards back into the deck for this deck specifically is a very wasteful use of your resources when your goal is to dump it all to the grave anyway. So I just think hard opening this or the Umseti is just
and opening this without like any Horus cards is just good anyway, because you're just milling.
Play the 1 Phantom Knight rank up Magic Force. This is actually a brainchild of Sean Kintz's, so I'll let him deep dive into his synergy with this. But just know, when he put me onto this a few years ago, I have not turned back since.
Yeah, it's a great card.
It's an incredible card. Play the 1 copy of Babel.
Makes sense.
Probably going to up this to 3 when the new cards drop.
Also makes sense.
Play the 1 Crescendo.
Nice.
We play triple Foggers. And then we play the 1 copy of Phantom Knight's Wing.
Oh, he's on the wing.
So basically all 3 of the Phantom Knight's traps, all 3 of the Fog Blades and the Wing share the same effect while engraved, that they can banish to revive a PK but just banish it when it leaves the field.
Nice.
And then the Fog Blades are basically infinite permanents.
Nice.
Or Fiendish Chain.
Fiendish Chain. Fiendish Chain, but better.
This never comes up. This is usually what you're dumping off the gloves.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's the main deck. We'll get into the extra deck. Kicking off right from the get-go, 1 about.
Yeah.
This card is crazy.
It's pretty good.
If I go full combo and end with the Abel on board, I get probably about 8 draws off.
I know, and it's dark.
It is dark.
Yeah.
So the Dark Lord doesn't affect you here, and you can get a solid 8 to 9 draws off this if you go full combo, and your opponent's just not winning them. Also being said, play Nightmare Griffin.
Fair. Okay.
You make this in your opponent's turn.
Cool.
That's why the Dark Lord doesn't affect you. Play the 1 Rusty Bardiche.
Of course.
He's rusty. You don't not play him.
Dude, no maturity.
Shut up, Sean.
Okay.
2 copies of Galatea.
Nice. Oh, Q's here.
2 QCR and 1 American as well. Shout out TJ for that one.
Yeah, Tiberius Jefferson.
Yeah. Then the 1 Cherubini.
Nice.
The 1 IB.
Nice.
And then the 1 Nightmare Phoenix.
Okay.
So the Nightmare Phoenix is basically one of your early game link monsters. Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
You need a fiend to make this. I played this to get to this.
Yeah.
It also comes up because Blue Eyes is running around. Being able to out the true light is quite nice.
That's true. Yeah.
So that's that for the runes. I cannot stress enough though how important it is to have the Abow in the deck.
Yeah. No.
Because it really does make your grind game so
Yeah,
much
it
better.
does. It does.
Big Ding.
Yeah, makes sense.
He's part of the combo. He's also an out to pretty much anything.
Yeah.
He also protects himself like the Detonator does. He's just better at Detonator. They won Zombie Vamp.
Yeah.
Millen. It's a horror step.
The Horus Vampire. Yeah.
Play the Raiders Knight and the Archetypes.
Yeah.
I played this over the access code and the Unicorn.
Fair, yeah.
I just prefer using these. You play the Archetypes Xyz, the 1 Requiem. Sean will get into why you play these during his list, but these are just infinite interruptions for your opponent.
Nice.
And then we played the 1 Break Zone.
You got it. Yeah.
I was playing 2, but I was really running low on space to put the Abow in.
Yeah.
So I had to cut 1. And an honourable mention, you can also play the Cerberus instead of playing the Unicorn. Playing the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Depending on what your local scene is like. I just picked Phoenix because people love structure decks where we are. They love getting the most recent structure deck. So being able to out the true light is very nice. But Cerberus can come up. It also forces your opponent to use Detonator as well.
It does.
So having access to this and then being able to link this off into the Abow is quite nice as well.
Cool.
So that's actually that for deck profile.
That is profile 1. Just a quick one. Carl is the only one who's going to explain all the PK effects, as we just be explaining PK lists for 3 videos. So in my deck profile and Sean's, we'll just explain the extra engines.
Yeah.
So yeah, see you in part 2 soon. This is deck profile number 2. This is me, Jonathan. So yeah, again, as I said in previous videos, I'm not like a connoisseur on Phantom Knights. Carl is the resident expert. But yeah, let's get into it, and you guys can let me know in the comment section what you think of it. So, as previously mentioned, I'm not going to go into all the PK effects. We are on the 3 scales, the 3 boots, the 2 cloak, the 1 gloves, and ChainBlock. Like, we like the greaves around here.
What's a broke rarity?
Yeah, so look, Cal knows, see? So this may be the first PK list on YouTube that features a full maximum gold PK package, even in the extra deck.
That is criminal.
You know, love to see it. And then we are on the 3 Fogblade, the 1 Phantom Knight's wing. Can't explain what this does. It's just like a dumb target, essentially.
Essentially, yeah.
So yeah, this is the PK list, the section. It is the heart and soul, bread and butter, if you will, of the deck. Just to start you off, it's, you know, it is what it is. It's great. We all love it.
Ideally upgrading that.
Absolutely not. Just before we go any further, since I done the PK section, so I was trying my best to like work out some Primite sauce. So we do have 2 level 3 normals. I'm not playing these, this is just what I was trying. So in Science Soldier, an unknown warrior fiend who is a warrior, but I kept it down to 40. I didn't do the Primite stuff, but this is some funny stuff that you can absolutely try.
That's actually quality.
I did try my best. And then, so uncreatively, we did go into the D-Bell Star stuff.
From everyone's favourite song to everyone's least.
So we're shifting to creativity, we're going to the Bell Star. So yeah, like this stuff, obviously, we all know the D-Bell Star and the Wanteds, they send from like hand and field, just like synergizing with your PK stuff, getting it in the graveyard as it's like your second hand. A weird one that most people aren't playing is are playing the Queen as Amina. So this is another level 5 or higher dark monster that I can add to my hand because it's treated as a simple spoils card. There you go. And like we can add an Azamina or a simple spoils card to my hand, and that lets us do some funny stuff later. And if it's sent to the GY by effect, it just special summons itself back, and it then recycles a simple spoils card from your GY. And it's also a level 8 for another engine that we're playing.
Yeah, I was just counting the stars in that there.
Yeah.
Level 8.
So there you go. We are on the 2 Deception, obviously, and then the 1 Hollowed Azamina. So yeah, we are playing the Azamina PK. That was my little twist on it. So that's it for the Azamina stuff, or the Abelstar stuff. Let's go into our next section. Which, of course, since we're on pure PK, we are playing the horse stuff. God, you love to see it.
Yeah.
1 Dumatef and 1 Happy.
The broker.
Hey, listen, you know. Also, just, I believe Cal mentioned it, you need to summon these 2 guys before you get Dark Locked. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. And then, of course, we are playing the 3 King's Arc. So, again, King's Arc is just a great card to open as it just like pile drives through your deck and gets all your PKs in GY. It's an incredible card. So, that's it for the horror stuff. Let's get into the funny stuff, which I just... So, we are playing 1 Reinforcements of the Army. Obviously, you know, obviously. It's
I do need a better rarity.
It's all, listen, you know, best max rarity. We are searching Dark Grepher. So,
no way, man.
Anyone who doesn't play Edison format will know. So you can special summon Dark Grepher by discarding 1 level 5 or higher Dark monster. That is your Horus monsters, that's your Queen Azamina, and that is your Diabellstars, all of which are obviously super searchable. And then you just get to send a Dark monster from your deck to your GY. So yeah. And also to activate this effect, you discard a Dark monster. This card gets 3 Dark monsters to your GY. Absolutely
nuts.
It is nuts.
That's base.
It is.
Fine.
I know. So yeah, and the card we are sending with this, if we get it on field, is 1 Barrier Statue of the Abyss. So again, I started off and went really creative, but I just went into the dark side per se, and I'm just dark locking people. If I'm dark locked, you're dark locked. We're all dark locked. So that is the card. So I believe Cal mentioned what it does in his portion, but the card Abow gets to special summon a dark monster from GY. So that's how we're getting it back. So that's it for the spice. We are obviously for the rest of the deck. I'm the only one not on a 60 card pile. So we are playing 1 Foolish Burial, the 2 Triple Tactics, Trust, the 1 Talent, and then of course the last card in the deck, the Cowboy of the Grave. So really, really good. That's it for the main deck. Let's go into the extra deck. The extra deck was super tight, but I am still playing the 2 Breaksword. It's like just, it's such a good card. It sends cards from your field, which is important, and like destroy it by effect, and it pops a card in your opponent's field. Really good. We are doing Raiders Night into the Ark Rebellion. Incredible. Cal explained what this does. We are playing the 1 Horus Vampire. We are playing Typhon, which is one of the best extra deck cards in the format at the moment. Not that I'm going to be taking Phantom Knight to regionals, but like it is without question incredible.
It comes from someone.
Yeah, also a Dark Monster. Of course, we are playing the 2 Deception, so we are playing the 1 Silva and you know the 1 Moo. Moo, here he is. We are playing Cherubini. You always imperm invaded the Cherubini. Wink, wink. Cents for cost. SP Little Knight, which is usually being summoned off IP Masquerade. We are the only one playing the max rarity Rusty Bardige. The first time he has been featured in his best rarity on the channel. There it is. I had to bring it to you. We are doing Nightmare Unicorn into access code, but the main reason why the Unicorn is here, to go into a bow, you need to make it with at least 1 Fiend, and Unicorn fills that purpose perfectly. So Cal mentioned it again what he does. He draws you a load of cards, but in my build, we are dark locking people. So yeah guys, that is my first attempt at a PK profile. again, I abandoned creativity and just went for some floodgates. So that's it for my version of the deck. We'll be going to Kinsler next. Okay, so saving the best for last, we have Sean's PK list. Is it 60 card?
It is indeed. So I decided for this challenge to go against type and play the least competitive version of this I could think of.
Yeah. Sean went out his way to mention that he thinks this might be the most wackiest version, but let's get straight.
So yeah, I basically, I'm not going to spoil what they are yet, but there is an archetype that recently got support that I think is a lot of fun that's in here. So I'll just quickly show the PK ratios. You all know what they do by now. So we're on 3 Torn Scale, 3 Boots,
nice.
2 Cloak,
nice.
1 Gloves,
nice.
1 Stained Greaves.
Nice.
We're on 1 Reinforcement of the Army,
nice.
just to make sure you get them.
Yeah, what does that do?
We're on Triple Foggers, can't do without.
No.
1 Shade Brig, I love this card, it's an
I'm not
extender.
playing I didn't play the Brig.
Actually, socks are on the Shade Brig.
Okay.
In 60, I kind of have the room to allow for this, but I wanted an extra target. I think the card's amazing.
Nice.
And the only thing that might not be standard in my ratios is I am on 1 of the Rank Up Magic Force.
Sweet.
This is specifically for a little guy in the extra that I think is a powerhouse that people really sleep on. So that's the PK stuff. Y'all know what they do. So here is my new favorite deck.
Nice.
Level 3 synergy. It is the Materiactors.
Sweet.
We are on 3 Gigadra. We are on 3 Zeptwing. We are on 3 Exoraptor.
Nice.
There is no other ones.
And there will be soon. There will be soon.
They're getting a pendulum monster, which I'm very excited for.
I can't remember. I'll throw the pen up on screen, but doesn't the pen attach to XYZ monsters?
Something like that.
Silly. It's really good.
We'll pull it up. So just a quick recap of what these do, because a lot of people might not be aware because these are not in the meta.
They're fresh.
So this is the old one.
Yes.
Basically, you can discard a card. He can either special a level 3 normal monster from hand or deck, or if you discarded a normal monster, he can special a Materiactor.
Yes, which was weird. Because he was the only one since, what was it, Blazing Vortex, was it?
Like that,
Yeah.
He was the only one for so long.
While he is on field, you can't special from the extra except Xyz monsters,
okay.
But it's not a turn-wide lock, so you can still do your PK combos.
Oh, while he's on field, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's great, yeah.
Zeptwing, this is one of the 2 new ones. If you control a Materiactor card, you can special it from hand.
Sweet.
If it's normal or specialed, you can add a Materiactor card from deck to hand except itself.
Always nice.
And then you can either add to hand or special summon a level 3 normal monster from your grave. Basically, you're going to see all 3 of these tied together very well for combos.
Do you play a normal monster?
I do indeed.
Okay, we'll get there.
It's mandatory engine requirement. There's a lot of fun ones you can use for this.
Yeah.
I'm on my personal favorite.
Nice.
You'll see it in a sec. But then finally, Exoraptor. You can reveal this card from hand and discard a different card. Add a level 3 normal monster from deck or grave to hand.
Nice.
Except the discarded card. So you don't send the normal monster if you open it with this. Then you can special this in defense position. And then while he's on the field, as a quick effect, you can discard this card to give a rank 3 Xyz monster you control 1500 attack until end of turn.
That's big.
It doesn't come up often.
But that's big, though.
But when it does, like, just as a random, secret effect, having like, God, what's the Blackwing?
Oh, I know, yeah.
Kaloot. Yeah, having a Kaloot in your deck is always a little bit of fun.
I was going to say Gauge, but no, that's
the guy.
That's who it was used on most.
So, another new one, we have Materiactor Meltdown. This is a continuous spell. During your main phase, you can look at the top 6 cards of your deck. So in this case, 10% of your deck. You can add 1 excavated Materiactor card to your hand, then place the rest on top of the deck in any order. So you also get to stack them back. It's not bottom of deck. Then you can add a card attached to a rank 3 Xyz monster you control to the hand. So you get to recur anything you have under an Xyz.
Oh, okay, nice.
You can only use that effect once per turn, and then if your Xyz monster activates its effect, you can attach the top card of your deck to a Materiactor. This is important. It comes up quite often. Especially in a deck like this where you have like spells and traps in the deck.
Sweet.
It is RNG, which kind of sucks for both of the effects, but it's very good. It's a great search target. The other search target you're going to get much more often is Materiactor Critical.
Nice.
So,
we love to see the
archetypal
bullet
counter
points.
trap.
Love
You'll
the bullet
love it.
points. Love the bullet points.
So when a spell trap card or monster effect is activated, so stop anything basically, add a material from a Materiactor Xyz monster you control back to hand. Then if you do negate the activation, then apply the following effect based on the card type you'd attached.
Nice.
So if it's a monster, you place one card from your hand on bottom of the deck. So you don't want to detach a monster if you can avoid it.
Cool.
It's a spell. Materiactor Xyz you control gain 1,000 attack.
That's good.
That's fine. It's a permanent gain as well. And if it's a trap, you can set the added card.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So there's a lot of really fun stuff you can do if you hit like a fog blade off the spell. So you have to play one normal monster as part of the engine requirement. Obviously, you want that to be a level 3. There are a lot of different options. For example, like in different decks, you can do really cool stuff with, say, Baby Dragon, that kind of thing. In this one, it just needs to be a 3.
And these are all level 3, obviously. So.
Yeah. So there was one in particular I wanted to play because I'm such a big fan that also has a genuine use case for its typing, which is chosen by the World Chalice. It's my favorite guy ever.
So why was this card chosen?
Well, actually, I can explain that now. Which is, as a level 3 extender, if you don't see the Materiactor engine, he is a valid target for emergency teleport, which is another free guy. It's not too bad with the Materiactors. It kind of prevents them from being bricks. So that's that engine. I don't have time to do it, but trust me, look into Dymax's combo videos. These cards do hilarious things.
Cool.
So you need a way to profit off a rank 3 Xyz.
Right.
So the best way to do that is to get multiple interruptions off of the Goblin Biker engine.
Nice.
I am on 2 Doug, 2 Grand Entrance, 3 Grand Breakout. This card, as Memento players will know, is incredible. It dodges targeted negation and summons a Goblin from deck. What more could you want? We are on the 1 Clatter Exploder. This summons back from grave. We're on the 1 Boom Mac. This summons from anywhere as a quick effect. Detaching things at quick speed is relevant for this deck, so it's important. We're on 2 Gone Wild.
I'll put it on the video, but Sean couldn't find it.
These went missing. Card's incredible. It's an extra interruption. And the 1 Grand Pile Up. In 60, you don't have to worry about breaking on this. This is how you get to another one of the interrupts from the extra.
Nice.
From here, it is non-engine. We want good 3 extenders.
One of the best.
You've already seen Emergency Teleport. We are on the 3 Terror Top and the 1 Takatomborg. This was on the list for a while, for a reason. This card is just 2 free bodies if you see it.
It's in Tenpai, it's in Crystron, now it's in PK.
It does everything. We are on the 1 Graph and the 1 Seer. Long-time fans will know that me and Callum both love these cards in PK. You don't need to play the Livage because we're on 60.
I was going to say, if I recall, there was an argument that there should be a 3rd guy here, but
Livage is important in the 40, but if you draw one of these in 60, you're just bad.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you just play 2. Then we are on the actual non-engine.
More level 3s.
We're on, so you want your hand traps to be 3s in this deck, because if you have to normal them, you can. So we're on 3 Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, and then this one has actual synergy. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit is a psychic, level 3, which means you can summon it off the E-Telly. It also isn't just an extender off the E-Telly, because it's one of the few hand traps that says you can send it from field.
I was going to say, the amount of people who forget that this card can activate on field is ridiculous.
Educated me so well.
So if you have the gas, you can use E-Telly as a quick play to summon this on your opponent's turn to use as a hand trap from field. It's a very interesting card.
You just summon it and then you just let them do something.
3 Imperm. Technically it conflicts with the Shade Brig, but it's in 60 and it's a very good card.
It is a very good card.
And finally, wouldn't be a ChainBlock list. The one called by the Grave.
Again, I was getting worried. I was like, where is it?
So, that is the main deck. 60 cards, all gas. It's incredible. It's not something I'd take to a regional, but it is a lot of fun for a locals.
I'd say it can catch people off guard.
Absolutely. So, for the PK stuff, we're on, of course, our Lord and Savior, Rusty Bardiche. You all know what he does. We're on the 1 Link Spider. This is important in this deck, not only for the normal monster, but also because Shade Brigandine summons as a normal. And you need your effect monsters
also,
for certain other things in
is a
here.
thing.
That is true. You get rid of the nib token with this. Cherubini, obviously this is what you're sending the Burning Abyss stuff off, or anything else you need.
You always Veiler this.
He gets you most of the way to Shade, or to Rusty. He's really good.
Yeah.
Cents for cost, if people don't know what that joke is. We are on 2 Break Sword. It's removal, it's extender, it's your way to make a rank 4 in the rank 3 deck. It is everything you want. It does Dark Lock. Be aware of that.
Yes.
Because it Dark Locks, you are actually limited on which rank 4s provide interruptions.
Okay.
The reason we are on the rank up magic is to go Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon into Dark Requiem Xyz Dragon.
Oh, he's got the ulti.
Oh yeah. So this card is a thrice per turn monster negate and destroy.
One of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh words. Thrice.
Yeah, it will summon with 3 materials. Once per turn, you can detach an Xyz material from this card, then target face-up monster your opponent controls, change its attack to 0, and then gain the attack.
Nice.
Or, when your opponent activates a monster effect, not once per turn, as a quick effect, detach a material from this card, negate the activation, destroy that card, then you can special an Xyz monster from grave. So it's also extension, but that's optional, you don't need one in grave to resolve it. This card is unbelievable. I have been playing it in this deck for 5 years and it hasn't gotten any weaker.
Nice.
We are on the 2 Goblin Biker Big Gabunga.
Yeah.
Ignore that I could only find one.
We couldn't find it, okay?
So on summon, this gives you a Goblin, and then you can target a face-up monster on the field, attach it to this card as material if a material is detached from a monster on the field, this
Nice.
included. That's why Clatter Exploder is so strong. Again, it's just another way to get interaction off a rank 3, as well as extension because it searches the Goblin. And then during the end phase, you can attach a Goblin monster from your deck to this card as material. That's what the second Gone Wild goes to.
Sweet.
We're on the 1 Gone Bonkers. This is what you summon off the trap. Card is exceptional. So you can target cards your opponent controls up to the number of Goblin monsters you control, detach a material from a monster you control, and if you do, attach those monsters to this card as material. So it's mass removal. That's not a quick effect, but it does have a quick effect. During your opponent's turn, you can target cards your opponent controls up to the number of Goblin Xyz monsters you control, which is usually 2. Detach 3 materials from monsters you control, and if you do, send those cards to grave.
Sweet.
So yeah, it does a lot. Again, you're summoning this for free off the trap. So here is, as you might know from the YCS Birmingham stream,
Nice.
my favorite card from Supreme Darkness.
Gotta be Materiactor Exegard. Big fan of that deck. Does a lot of really interesting combos.
Oh, hell no! Yeah, ChainBlock, there's a lot of ChainBlock on that YCS stream, and this guy shouts out his favourite card as this Materiactor.
Yeah, so
Shambles.
this card is unbelievable. So you can detach a material from this card, either special a Materiactor monster from your deck, or add a Materiactor spell trap from your deck to your hand.
Okay, admittedly that's really good.
If your opponent normal or specials a monster, except during the damage step, you can add up to 2 materials from this card to your hand, including Materiactor card. Then if a normal monster is in your grave, you can return a card on the field to the hand. So it's a search and a bounce, or a special and a bounce.
Sweet.
It's really, really strong.
Busted.
Then the weaker Materiactor Xyz is relevant because it's a Dark, so you can make it after the lock with extra 3 extenders.
One of 3 cards we had for like 3 years, by the way.
Yeah. This was an archetype with like 2 cards in it.
Yeah.
So this gains 500 attack and defense for each card in your hand. That does come up.
Oh, okay.
You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. You can detach material from this card, attach a Materiactor monster from your deck to this card as material. That's relevant if you get interrupted.
That's really good. It does that a lot.
And then during your opponent's main or battle phase, you can add 1 card attached from this card to the hand. So also, it's effectively a search on your opponent's turn for a Materiactor.
Sweet.
Again, it's just relevant to have guys on field that you can detach and attach to. So he comes up for that. He's quite good. Can get really big if you've got enough cards in hand. And then utility spots. Zeus. We're on a lot of Xyzes. This card has never gotten any worse.
Oh Jesus, here come the Xyzes.
Yep. IP Masquerena. This is a Dark. It makes things on your opponent's turn.
It does.
And very relevant for this deck in particular. If you make this with Masquerena, doesn't have to be off its effect. it can't be destroyed by card effects.
Again, that's the thing. People don't realize that it just gets the effect if it's used
As linked material, yeah. And then finally, SP Little Knight card is unbelievable.
What does that do?
You make it off the Masquerada.
Nice.
So that is my list. Trust me, the Materia Reactor stuff are a lot of fun. If people want like test hands or combo videos, let us know in the comments. Hope you enjoyed the 3 profiles we did for you today. Thank you guys. See you in the next one.